take care of. Why is Shadow Mike in here right now?
Because now we're live, man.
Oh my God! Hello, everyone. Welcome to D&D 420. We just went live, apparently, for the past 13 minutes. We've been talking.
Yeah.
So let's do a little
quick opening again.
Yeah. My name's Tommy. I play Throver. Yeah.
Mike, I play Raspbiff.
I'm Matthew. I play Vrask.
And to get people caught up, Vrask start off. And Vrask, let's sum up what you said about you're passionate about staying here.
Yeah, just staying here comparing, this, everyone has their goals. And Vrask is kind of, Vrask is always wanted the sense of belonging, and Vulcan Renard always lacked that.
But isn't your sense of belonging to us?
True, absolutely. To my pack, to you especially.
Yeah.
Now that you've come to the year, but this, I can go whole and low. You're the one that taught me that that should be what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Unsedated and just be wild, just be free.
Yeah.
Be what you do, what you want. Don't hold back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I can have it in the camera. I'll go back. I'll take that out.
It was funny. It was like I saw Shadow Mike and said, "Oh my God, why is Shadow Mike in here? Were we not recorded? Like, oh no."
Well, we got no viewers so far, so
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. No viewers.
It's cool.
So I mean, continuing that thought that you were talking about, you wanted to stay here, and I brought up the fact that I had inside information talking to Jim, and Jim,
we
you guys came up with this, hours how you weren't going to leave, you gonna stay here, you gonna resist us.
I'm gonna tell you to stay here. We should all stay here. This is the perfect place for it.
And then I remember I was talking to Mike on Tuesdays about this, and we both had the same thought. Then we just had to B.A. Baracus you, put the stuff in your beer.
For those too young to know who Pierre Baracus is, he was the Mr. T, played him on the 80s.
The TV series, yes. Well, there's also B.A. Baracus. They came up with a movie.
Oh, I never seen the movie.
Oh, you haven't seen the movie? Yeah. This is Mike, who doesn't watch movies. Yeah, it was a movie. Yeah, it's a movie. You should watch it, man.
All right. Anyways.
So, what did we talk about after that? We talked about.
Well, no, we need to expound on that a little bit too.
Okay,
What we went through. Never worry about that. When you're playing, if you're in a good game. Now, I don't know, and I've been playing D&D since I was in 7th grade, but I took like a 15-year break. So I don't want to talk like I know everything. But we've LARPed, and you learn a lot of stuff in LARP. And never be afraid for your character to do something you think is going to mess things up. Because we're all in this together. We're all in this to tell a really cool story. And
definitely. He's there, and you have to remember that when you role play with people, you have that trust that you're going to do some stuff. And Mike said, if Pip does something dumb, or if Throven does something weird, or if Nassau it's Nassau, I don't know what that means, but you gotta remember that it's us that we'll pick up the slack, we'll make sure to cover it and whatever else. So I mean, it's role playing, man. that would be great role playing. Yeah.
It would have been great. I did like the because we did talk about, because I did mention that we should, this is a place for us, really. To you at least, Throven.
Yeah. You said a little bit, but you weren't putting your foot down.
Well, I wasn't getting aggressive about it.
For instance, for instance,
but Vrask knows that Throven will not leave without Rat. Unless Six is here, there's no way Rat.
But you should go, because the perfect time to put your foot down was where the Nashrons aren't here, which is, well, we don't need the Nashron. We ain't going anywhere anymore. Standing right here.
That would have been perfect. Yeah, you're right.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been a great moment. Yeah.
You may have bought a day too. We would have had to find some like sleeping powder or something. It'd take us a little while to come up with something.
Yeah, as a player, I was thinking of Vrask's hate for Varg and the Lizardmen, and like, this is an opportunity just to fucking kill him.
Yeah, and that's true too.
Yeah.
But that would have been a perfect moment to do that. I mean, goddamn, I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's still, I guess. I mean, if we go back with Varg, depending on what we do, we'll see. We'll see how everything goes.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is the place for Raz. If Threven wasn't a part of the group, it would be.
Yeah.
I would. There's no way I would leave this place.
And Threven wasn't part of the group, it would be totally different.
Everything would be totally different.
And that means that we wouldn't have that ties, and we probably would never came to this city. Maybe we would came to this city, but
who knows what will happen? Yeah, I'm fucking happy Threven's. Yeah, it's been a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm really excited about these characters. And then is that when we start talking about the fight with the Staghorn again? We decided to go back to the Beetle fight and talk. I brought it up, and we may have to change how we do crowd control.
Yeah.
If
I'm attacking for the closest,
yeah. If he goes,
that's mainly what happens. Raz, wild-shaped barbarian, rages, goes into the cave line, stays, and just attacks the thing that's closest to him. Well, usually I'm using like a charge full attack.
I just want to know. Yeah. I mean,
well, I think that battle really shows that and the one with the lizard men as well, because you went straight for the big lizard.
Yeah.
So, and not using metagame, just being intelligent enough to know, understand. Okay, this is how he fights. And we're going to have to adapt to his fighting style, because I don't think once you go, and we learned as well when you did it in the tavern.
I'm just raging. I'm just raging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're not. We can't bark orders at you and expect you to follow them. Like you're going to do what you're going to do.
Yeah,
you need to be able to adapt.
It even says some things about rage in the player's handbook that you can't do a lot of things while you're just raging, like when involving like just talking and listening and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and let's go. That's fine. We just have to adjust it because those stag beetles really fucked us.
Man, they were fucked. Yeah, goddamn. One took me down half health with just one attack.
But that's the thing you got to think about. Usually, what happens is I damage. I can buy you, I can heal you, but when you split it like that and in that bind, we just got to remember to sort of shift over or do different crowd control. Yeah. That wall of fire could have been useful there to put them out too. But
it could have.
Yeah. Just to slow them down. But of course I liked how you used it, so I'm not complaining about it.
Hell yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, that fight was good. I think both fights. I agree. Both fights are good.
Both,
but the second
both
fight,
counters cool. I did love the second. The ending of the second fight was just so fucking. It was just, man, such a badass scene with Threven, just fucking literally beating the motherfucking Varg to death.
Oh yeah.
Punching him. Goddamn.
Could have been in a movie.
Yeah, man, I felt that shit. You had me holding on the other side, ripping into one of the dead lizard men. Threven just pounding away Varg. Didn't he beg for his life or something too?
Yeah. He was begging for his life because he sort of kneeled down and put his hand up and was like,
yeah.
Because Nassau said something like, I looked up the Nassau. Yeah. Because I looked at Nassau. We doing this? Because I was about to kill him anyway. It didn't matter if he said yes or no. It didn't really matter at all. He said, no, it's not the time to show mercy. And I was like, good. And on fire. And he's like, fuck it, take this body back. Of course, Jim said, I said, well, now we find this in Nashorn. He says, did you really find a Nashorn? Like, oh, no. It didn't matter. They deserved it anyway. They took the Nashorn, taking their body back to.
It was a different group that took
stake him up or not. I think that, I understand that Pip wants to stake him up and whatever. I put him on, you stake him up and I put him on a pike or whatever else and nail him to the wall. But for me, just to bring him back and to bring the statement of there's a couple of things. One, I propose a name to Mike because we are, we're the Alpin, the Alpin tribe, the tribe of the Alpin. Oh, I feel like there's two things there's one significant thing that happened. Clerk. When we heard Clerk, he didn't disguise his name. People know who Clerk was. So then the Alpin was sort of named by the dwarves. Yeah, he didn't have an ogre tribe. He was sort of named by that. And then, of course, we find he's a tiefling. So for me, let's take his name back and go say, Nassau. And then I said, and the demons of the Wooderdark. So if it's known as Nassau and the demons of Wooderdark, how's that sound? Because definitely, we I got the mask now, so I'm scary. Of course, you do that. He's also scary. Pip is scary as fuck now. So and that he's a devil. Alpha means devil, but we just call him Nassau, and then chaotic usually means they're demons. So that's what I came up with. Nassau and the demons of.
I do love that name, man. Yeah, I can't wait. That's brought up. Goddamn.
And I alluded to that as well, Tommy. We're not friends on Facebook, but I put the little cartoon drawing.
I did see that. I was like, God, I wonder. I love that, man.
He put the cartoon drawing.
Yeah, the little cartoon drawing.
Yeah, Nassau, the Naz, and the demons of the
Yeah. So Nassau and the demons of Wood. Yeah, I know. I don't know. We keep want to say Underdark for some reason. I don't know, but Wilderdark. So
Wilderdark.
To me, that sort of like takes away almost like, I know we have this thing where you two fight. You're fighting for leadership because it is called the Alpine tribe because it's tribe, but we call Nassau and demons, rightfully so. That sort of lessens the tension to even worry about that, because now we want just to be as ferocious as you want to be, because I'm the demon of what got associated with Simenkov. He's the one associated with illusions. You are the barbarian tribes that look to you, you're a legend and whatever else, a hole in those. So he can be Nassau, but rightfully so they did demons.
Raz were definitely why is Nassau's name in front, and then we'll get some explained, and we'll see.
What Nassau, but Raz and why? What do we care what your name is? They know that you're holding no one changes, that you're ferocious enough. My whole thing is that if you say Nassau and the demons of the Underdark, Jesus Christ, why do I want to say Underdark so much? Why did we start that? And Wilderdark, it's just something about that sort of says, like, it makes you want to be good at what you already are. Like, we're a family, so if you were head of the family or not,
we're trying to strengthen the family, not
For you, your strength would be like, if you were over like this, our family, if you challenge Nassau and one, you're over our family, that still doesn't bring you any closer to getting your tribe together. Nassau is if you think about it, Nassau is the only one that, if we all went his separate ways, he's the only one that doesn't have any. Think about it that way. I got Simenkov. You have your tribes. Pip can have gnomes or wizards.
Straight back to Copper Vein.
Yeah, straight. Well, yeah, but Nassau. Who's Nassau has? He's an outcast. Yeah, he's a teacher.
Yeah, he had Alistair. Yeah.
So it's to me, the name of Nassau is more important to him and for others to hear, because Nassau should strike fear, not a fucking Alpin that no one's, because apparently it could be other Alpins out in this fucking. We don't want to kill all the fucking goddamn Alpins, but just his name alone, just like Clerk, should respire and reflect. Like, I heard Nassau, and his demons. And it can go like Nassau and his demons of the Wilderdark, but I say Nassau and the demons of either way,
Well, it just makes most. I mean, in most situations, a lot of situations, Nassau leads with dialogue, or when we're talking diplomacy wise and everything like that.
He's not, more. I would say more intimidation. I guess diplomacy.
I defer to him, and in a lot of social situations, because I mean, I like to be able to say he's the boss.
He's well spoken. Raz sees him as very well spoken. And good fighter. He fucking does well with his magic.
And it's just like with Brock, where it's kind of like playing the part, because I mean, we don't have any kind of, we do have a marching order, but no kind of like structure, and we haven't filed for an LLC or nothing, so we don't need any structure. So
meetings,
it's like, if it's something that can be spread, I want it to precede us, and that's what we did before we left. Before we left, where are we from?
Vulcaminar.
That's why it was the Alpin. The Alpin cruise.
Yeah. Of course.
The biggest, scariest, nightmare-inducing, because their fear of him is also the fear of me, just like anyone laughing at Throving is laughing at me with the body bag.
I like that, man. I really like that.
Your actions reflect on me, reflect on Pip.
We're all now he's treating us like his kids. Like, your actions reflect on me. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's why in the bar when when Vraz load out, I mean, this is like, okay, this is looking bad on me. I got to quell this as fast as possible.
You guys immediately, man. Like I got like one thing going. I jumped on that guy, and you guys were just on me. Use your magic. I wasn't know what was going on because I was drunk and raging. But Thurman was being the shit on me.
Drunk and raging. That's terrible.
So I think I just want you to remember. For me, is that reborn at that point? Like we're in this town. This town gives us revelations. We leave. We beat the fuck out of the lizard men, and then we're still reborn. And it says, Nassau.
Well, is this now okay, Tom?
Yeah.
Is this where the music changes then?
I would say this is where the music changes. He's absolutely right.
Hell yeah.
Because after that sort of that battle where it was just no nonsense, you were doing a bunch of stuff. The music sort of changed at that point because now, you looking scary. Vraz changes whatever else, and because I kind of figure like, we bring the body back. We have this thing that says, no matter what you think, we will still protect this town. So if you hate us or not, we're still protectors of this town. You have no control over that because just remember Nassau and the demons of the of the Wilderdark and then me putting a mask on or whatever else.
I did want to say something that that this kind of like foreshadowing, or I don't know what we would call it, but it's like something I think is going to happen. My prediction is, I have a prediction of us since we killed Varg. I think the guy, the elf that was with him, I think he's gonna make some trouble for us. I mean, we'll see what happens. But as a player, I mean, Vraz is super helpful. He wants to celebrate this. This is a good thing.
But let me point a couple of things out to you that you didn't think of.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
When you were in town, did you see a single town guard?
No.
Okay. So that means that they have a different type of law. They did say if you do something in town, betray, what happens outside these gates, it's pretty much fair game.
You do remember? I mean, you remember when the lizardmen, they were marching and everyone was kind of welcoming,
Yeah. Now was that welcoming or
well, that could mean anything.
Yeah. Was it
we
fear?
weren't sure.
Nobody answered.
Okay, but and then there's another question. If they were welcoming and fearful of them coming out, and we come out and we beat the fucker guy and come back and says, "Hey, listen, you choose a lizard man leader. He chose poorly what he did." At what point you go down? Who you gonna throw at us? We killed a troll that they couldn't kill or sent men on, and we go up and kill one of the lizard men,
one of the major lizard men and
major lizard men. So
was somebody there to take his place?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no lizard man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no lizard man.
Brog or something. I don't know.
But I do like how it gives the opportunity to open up trade with him now. If we want to, we see how important trade is. But you got to remember when they even said, the bartender said this and some others, that the lizard men, that's what they do. They go out, they lure people in, they kill stuff, they bring stuff back. So they were just trying to run game on us. Think about that. Think about if they were successfully defeated us and brought us stuff back. Nothing would have been said.
No, absolutely true. Yeah. Good point.
They would have took our stuff. So we just turned the table.
No one's going to care to fuck
with us.
Yeah.
And again,
my view on it is, we walked through your town for a few days, a few cycles, a few sleeps or however,
sleeps.
and left your town unmolested, and you were cool with that. And we are outside your walls, and these fools want to, start.
Take our belongings,
bad.
Take our belongings. So, I mean, that was just that. I mean,
well said.
I mean, you can foreshadow it and worry, but why worry about that? What are you gonna do at that point? Because we're leaving the town anyway. So it's like, okay, and then you don't give them a choice. You say that the evil side, like, get out of this town, never come back. Says, oh no, we're coming back when we want to because we're protectors of this town. So we're walking out here because we gotta go, but we'll be back. So, and that's when the evil comes in, and it's like, you're not telling us what to do. But then you gotta realize there was a lot of barbarians who, at a couple of times, I do believe in the 3 sessions we were there, just at the beginning, that they sort of express, human barbarians, they're loath for the lizard man.
Yeah.
So you can say that. Yeah, the elf may get happy, but then you have a bunch, especially you come to that town dragging that lizard man, and we come and we're talking, you have a bunch of barbarians after you, knowing that you're a legend that you are. I don't know what you want to do. Why would the barbarians hate you? It's absolutely, yeah. It sort of brings down the Lizardman is weaker when I got to choose another one. And
good point,
if at this time, if a Lizardman did come up, if Pip was scary enough and says, "Listen, we're letting you leave, but you remember, what happened this day." Something like that, or whatever.
Yeah, remember give you your cons or something.
Yeah, you remember like a puppet lizard man under Mike or whoever's control would be even better. It's like, yeah,
that would be cool. Yeah,
yeah. We followed your ways. We seen what you did. Even before we entered the town, no one seemed to care that when we entered the town and you remember when he first came in. Remember when he first came up with the elf and the lizard man, and Nassau said, "Hey, we saw like some of your people with the symbols that were." Eaten by the lizard man or eaten by the stuff or tortured. And he was like, "Oh, well, that's what they do." It was like nonchalant. So my thing is, once you leave the walls of this, it is fair game. It does not matter.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's what I saw again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And no matter what we did, we came and we killed the troll. We didn't cause trouble. We fed him. We played, this what we were. We would have said we enjoy being there. We
in their town.
Yeah. We fought with the Beatles. We killed 4 of them. We brought the body back to town. We did everything we were supposed to do until he decided to do something like that. And it was in the middle of town because he knew himself he couldn't take and fight us because he never fought us. The only time he stabbed me is when we started that commotion, which I hated. Yeah. And they never started any other trouble with us in town because they have this law, this rule. Yeah, there's some type of more guideline. Yeah. So when he left, so that's what I was saying. So I'm not really worried about. That's what I'm taking the body back. I'm not worried about
my prediction. Yeah,
it shows the strength of Simonkoff. It shows the strength of the Holo. It shows the strength of the Dark Illusionist.
It shows the strength of Nassau. This whole pack, really. Yeah,
yeah. You can
the outfit. Now fucking Nassau and his demons.
Nassau and the demons of the Widow Dark.
And the
I know it's going to come out to. I know it's going to probably turn into Nassau and his demons. The Underdark, so I mean Wilder Dark. So yeah. So, but either way,
demons.
Yeah. So it gives you that point to try to be because it comes to a point where we get to that point where Nassau, and that's the reason why Throven, when he was looking around, sort of wisdom was saying, Pip can be scary, you change. I can catch a fire, but I can always be fire. I'm the one that looks like my hair is burned. I look like I look out of place. So that's the reason I wanted to make the mask. And of course, I'm going to make the mask scarier because this is what the Widow Dark is about. It's a dangerous place. And we have survived long enough to really,
to
absorb that fear and to bring it back out again, to reflect it back out again. I think it's about time. And I think I agree with you. It was when I say the music changes in the what you call it,
and the Gladiator.
And the Gladiator. What was that? When I said that?
I remember it was I think when we man.
Was that
the one dude got killed? Rotek got killed?
Rotek. Yeah, when Rotek got killed, we realized how badass we are a group. Because the next thing, the music changed. We come out, with some hard thug music, come walking out, and people are looking at us from the side. People are throwing bones, looking at us, and lifting weights. Yeah, and they're pissed, but they can't do shit.
Yeah.
Because before, you remember when we were a cohesive unit, people would sort of push us around, but even Krug couldn't mess with us because we stuck together. It's the music change. So the music change here, I like referring to that. The music changed. Yeah, this is when the music changed. You're absolutely right. This is where. We realize we could be scarier than what we are. And
Oh, yeah. I think everybody, all the characters, I see them develop and grow. I'm happy. I'm really happy to be able to play in this game and watch them all.
Oh, man, it's definitely.
I know Pip is going darker, leaning more to his evil side. Nassau is growing darker, it seems like. I don't want to say that that's what D&D is all about, but that's what these characters that we created. I know when we first started this game, or when the idea for this game came up, Jim proposed it as, hey, this is going to be a dark, gritty game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be living in evil places, dealing with evil people. You need to make a character that can deal with that.
Yeah.
So I like seeing that. I like seeing the Wave Vrask. I didn't know anything about you, like really wanting to stay in Vrask really wanting to stay. I mean, I knew that he really enjoyed the place. But I mean, we still had business, and seeing that, yeah, man, you're putting those thoughts into it. Put those thoughts into it and play it out. Let's do this. I will, yeah. And Throven also growing, and I just like role playing. I really enjoy it.
I like role playing too. I like it. I like that. I mean, it's you put all this stuff in to do it, and I have to show like number one. And I said Simon Coughlin is a good trick. And I was doing this until you mess with sticks and me, and that just in my heart, and because that's probably the only thing you can do. Oh yeah, he loves a good. But that was like I miss sticks. I mean, you put stuff in my mind saying like come to a closure, which already means that she's moved on. She thinks I'm dead. It's just everything that's going on. To say stuff, yeah.
That she might have moved on. I remember you saying that.
But this could all be just preparing you for when we get back. This could be the kindest thing that anyone's ever done.
No, but the thing that I'm holding on to is my faith in Simon Koff that she would be my wife if I bring back these flowers. I mean, we all have these flowers. You guys remember, we still have these flowers.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
I've like bargained all mine away or used them up.
Did you use them all up?
Oh no, I got
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you still got all your
are gone.
Yeah,
because I
have seven of each color, and I have three extra blue ones.
You don't have 7 of each color. You have 7 of one.
Well, I mean, I have one
of each color. Yeah, 7.
Making 7. Yeah, and then I have three extra blue ones. So I have 4 blue ones in total ones of the other colors.
And we need to remember that, break that stuff out.
Oh,
I got just to let you know, I have one of the grenades left, the concussion grenades.
Yeah, I think I have 5 of
for the undead.
Yeah, I have 5 of concussion. Yeah, I'm saving that. I'm saving that as well.
Explode with these things. Because that's about all I can do with them. But that was about all I can do with them. That shit's about to change here soon too. So.
Yeah. Also, you know what's funny? Since you do conjuring, do you realize there is a has summon monster, summon whatever else, and conjuring there's also a summon undead. You do realize that, right?
I do, but I was afraid because necromancy is a prohibited school for Pip.
So that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Playing it along too close to necromancy. Hey, I'm happy with summon monster because again, it's going to be like the hell version of a Gatroy.
I know it's summoning. What I would say was that what I was thinking was, is this a conjuration summoning in evil? What I was saying is like, I'm making your pish poshing undead. I'm making your undead better by using my dark magic. Of doing that. But yeah, you can absolutely. I mean, you saw them and they're annoying enough. You say, well, I'll just pit it. And that could be for later on.
Yeah.
Especially because it's scary and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I can cast necromancer stuff without even fucking necromancer. Look how useless your necromancer. Whereas I can still do it.
Yeah, I know.
I like conveying that emotion. You learn that conveying emotion, you want to not just convey it for yourself, but outwardly display it to others, even happy, angry, sad. And so, yeah, I'm glad you picked up on it. That was, Throven was sad. And
really definitely feeling that, Throven.
And then, of course, on top of that, missing the road, Simon Koff is mad at me because maybe we stayed this a little bit too long in this town. This is not what he wants, So let's move on. Yeah, so, but yeah, I enjoy it.
I enjoyed the game immensely. Again, I mean, it was a wonderful game. One of my favorites, actually. I'm going to put it on one of the top lists.
That's fine. So, I mean, I can't wait to leave. Well, I can't wait for next one because then we go bring this back. It's like the music's changing. We're going to go out. We're sort of changing. We're taking the back away from the dwarves. Like, you don't name us anymore. And you could be called the Alpin or whatever else. But, I like to see a fight when, if we go back to Vulcan Minar and Naz there and the guy says, is that Alpin? Says, my name is Nassau. So what are you going to do about it? Nap, what you call it? We start just beating the fuck out, until they realize, killing dwarves that they realize, Nassau. There we go. Till they name him Nassau.
And his demons.
Yeah. Say Nassau and the demons. Well, I just gonna change it.
Demons.
Yeah. You can say and his demons if you want.
Nah, if I asked for the demons. Fuck.
You can say his demons. I mean, it's gonna come down to It's fine.
Eventually, definitely what I think.
But you got to remember if you just leave it vague enough and it says Nassau and the demons, they'll pick up like the little demon that he points a finger and people fall. Do you allow them to come up with a name for you? Yeah. You let them come with a name for you. You don't worry about it. Nassau has a name for itself. He has everything. If you say this is the demons through lore and whatever else, they'll come up with a name for him. Who knows who he is? He could be called a lich. It could be called something else or whatever else. We don't know. Yeah. So are you, who knows what will happen. But, I mean, just leave it vague and let them come up with the name. But I'm just happy with Demon. I'm with Simon.
Yeah. I think it's all sounding good.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Well, gentlemen, we are probably at our allotted time. There was one thing that I wanted to try out.
Okay.
It's going to be random questions from a 10-year-old. I had my daughter write down some questions.
All right.
I just got 3 this week.
Random questions from a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll start.
Okay. Time out. You didn't make these questions and just saying they're random questions from a 10-year-old. I like to hear these questions.
Yes. My daughter wrote these out. So.
Okay. Time out. Okay. Stop. No. Stop for a second.
Okay.
Before you even continue, does she even know anything about the game? It's just.
They're not really D&D related.
Okay. Well, then go ahead, please.
Question. So, Matt, Emily, or Ellen, my daughter, was wondering, what is one of your favorite colors?
Blue. Blue would be my favorite color. Vrass's favorite color would be red. Blood of his
See, I always thought that Vrass has a blue mohawk for some reason.
Oh, dude, I awesome.
No, he doesn't have no goddamn. There's no mohawk.
No, but it's cool.
But but be honest, he's bald right because he went.
Yeah.
Most of my hair gets scorched.
So, okay, the question she wrote for me was, should I do my homework when I first get home from school, or should I wait till a later time? As always, I say get it done at school if you can.
Yeah, of course.
Good idea. As soon as you get home from school, so it's out of the way. So that's my and the last question for Tommy is, how do you buy a house in today's market? Where would one go to buy a house in today's market?
She did not ask that. You're a liar. What's the average wingspan of a? Cincinnati has a good housing market. Other places, I would say. I mean, housing market where I'm living at is really high. You get a small piece of land. The houses are big.
Easy. Google was the answer that I was looking for.
Oh, Google. He's looking for Google. All right, Oracle. All right, whatever. Okay. All right, gentlemen. All right, sorry we had technical difficulties in the beginning, so we started a little bit late. We didn't get everything in, but it saved some more time for next time. Also, join us next time for we may have a new person join us.
Ooh, spoiler.
You may, yeah, spoiler.
We'll see.
All right, everyone. My name is Tommy. I play Throven.
I'm Mike, and I play Raspib.
I'm Matthew, and I play Vrask.
And the person that joined us, Nathan, and of course Jim, our game master. Props to them. All right,
master. Thank you, Jim.
We will see.
I did want to also add this, and Tom, because you always say, "Man, he's the Grand Tormentor." He probably hates that name. I listened to hit one of his podcasts with Eric, and he's like, "Tom always says that. I'm the one who came up with the name." So yeah, he's totally cool with it. So
no. He told me at one point. He says the Grand Tormentor. He says, I don't like going by that because I don't really torment whatever else. He was talking about fuck. So I just said I'm just gonna keep on saying it. I know he doesn't like the Grand Tormentor.
Okay.
I know he doesn't. I don't know why he says that for. Well, I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, thank you for joining us. Join us next week at 9 p.m. Hopefully on Thursday. We have a good start going on. And don't forget to go to D&D 420 on Spotify. And, of course, wherever else we are, Podbean.
D&D420.com as well.
Yeah, D&D420.com. All right, everyone. You have a nice night. And thank you for joining us.